Welcome back to the DCB Podcast. We're your hosts, Collin and Spencer.
Jacob has decided.
We're not joined by Jacob, sadly.
Yeah, he has decided to take an oof day. And then Collin and I are doing this remotely because reasons.
Because reasons that are none of your business. All right.
None of your bizwax. None of your bizwax.
None of your bizwackas.
Why buy a comic you might get as a surprise? Santa's coming soon, so you all better be nice.
Shall we jump into the news? We got a lot.
Let's jump into the news.
So, from Fandango.com, the third film in the Homecoming trilogy, Spider-Man No Way Home, will wrap up a trilogy of films that began in 2017, Spider-Man Homecoming, and continued with 2019 Spider-Man Far From Home, but it won't be the last we see of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, not by a long shot. With tickets now on sale for Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters December 17th, Fandango spoke with producer Amy Pascal, who is not only an integral part of the earlier Spider-Man film franchises starring Tobey and Andrew, but she was also a key figure in negotiating the game-changing collaboration between Sony Pictures, which owned the film rights for Spider-Man, and Marvel Studios, which makes films and TV shows for Disney's MCU. Pascal was quick to confirm that Sony will continue to collaborate with Marvel Studios on Spider-Man movies, and those movies will indeed star Tom Holland. Quote, "This is not the last movie that we are going to make with Marvel. This is not the last Spider-Man movie," Pascal revealed. "We are getting ready to make the next Spider-Man movie with Tom and Marvel. We are thinking of this as 3 films, and now we're going to go on to the next 3. This is not the last of our MCU movies." I think we all knew this was going to happen.
So, yeah, I figured. I even was talking about this a while ago where I was like, they're probably going to make 9 films. I mean, that's what I said, but
Probably.
So far all we know is that they're making 6. Hopefully they'll make 9, because then we'll get a whole here he is, high school, college, married life.
I would be down.
So hopefully we're going into college years, but aren't we supposed to be getting a TV show called about his freshman year?
Yeah, that's about the first year of being Spider-Man while he was wearing the pajama suit, basically.
Yeah.
And honestly, that thing makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah, I'm not about that. I don't mind the pajama suit. Actually, I do mind it because
that's fine.
He at first it's fine, but he should at least have made his own one that looks like, it still looks like kind of crappy, but at least it would have the webs and whatever.
I guess
it would just look better than that.
He was Spider-Man for, I believe, it was well under a year. I think it was only a few months. Yeah, it was 6 months. So
it was 6 months.
It's fine. But the fact that it's an animated show and it is really what's killing me. But
it's animated.
Yeah. Anyways, we're not talking about that. That was what we covered 2 weeks ago. I think we all knew the new trilogy was coming. It's just nice to have official confirmation.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about this, but the next thing that we're talking about, I'm very excited about, which is Sony Pictures Animation released the first teaser of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, coming exclusively to cinemas October 2022. I am very excited for this because I love the first movie, but also I loved Spider-Man 2099 growing up.
Yes.
The funny thing is, people have such a hard time, or companies have such a hard time creating future versions of their superheroes, and the only 2 times it's ever worked was Batman Beyond and 2099.
Fuck yes.
And 2099 is going to be voiced by Oscar
Isaac, Daddy.
Our daddy, our Moon Knight. He's going to be 2 Marvel characters.
Oh no, you can't do that.
Amazing.
I like the fact that they're confirming that this is going to be a 2-parter. That's kind of cool. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with it, but
I think it's weird that it's a 2-parter, but I'm glad they confirmed that it is, and I'm just not going to be left off with something.
That is true. They've got ahead of the ball and they're already giving it a subtitle. So that's cool. The teaser itself looked good. The animation is so good.
Mwah.
WB and HBO Max released the first trailer for Peacemaker, premiering exclusively on HBO Max January 13th.
I have actually not seen that, but I've seen stills and it looks very promising.
It does. I think I mentioned this though when the first teaser came out. I really wanted to like the Suicide Squad a lot more than I did. It really is just, it just doesn't hit the important stuff for me, but it is very good. So I don't care too much, but I'm sure I'll like it.
So I think you have higher expectations because you love the like nuances of certain said movies that won't be said, and you also love the like just the deepness and all the little intricate parts of said certain movies that won't be said. And the Suicide Squad doesn't do any of that, but nonetheless, the Suicide Squad is still a fantastic movie in my opinion,
absolutely,
especially with the character roster. Character roster is fantastic.
It really was. I think when we talked about it, because we saw it together, I think it really is just the fact that it's like, this is just a DC version of Guardians, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Fine.
It's the same idea. It's the same premise, roughly. Like how
don't
James
say
Gunn
that it's something revolutionary.
No,
don't ever say that.
No, it's James Gunn, and James Gunn does what James Gunn does, and he's really good at it. It just happens to not totally always be up my alley.
As long as it's good and I'm not cringing over it and I think it's fun and I'm having a good time, that's all that matters.
Right.
I don't need it to be something that like super deep and crazy. Not every single movie has to be that.
Exactly. So
main line of movies, I definitely like it that way. But side movies doesn't have to be.
Right. So we have an exclusive from I'll get this one. We have an exclusive from Deadline.com. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings filmmaker Destin Daniel Cretton has entered into an exclusive multi-year overall deal with Disney companies, Marvel Studios, and Hulu's Onyx Collective. The filmmaker is already in development with Marvel Studios on a new MCU series for Disney Plus. At the same time, Disney has made it official that Cretton is returning to write and direct the previously rumored sequel to Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Under the big new overall deal, Cretton will develop TV projects for both Marvel Studios for Disney Plus and Onyx Collective for all platforms, including Hulu. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, that's cool.
You haven't seen it yet, have you?
No, I've just been spoiled.
Yeah, I think you'll definitely enjoy it.
Oh yeah, it looks great. It's just I don't have the desire to watch it because I'm enjoying the movies that I've been watching 12 times over still.
I get that.
That's me right now and just playing Halo Infinite like a madman.
Yes.
Moving on from CBR.com. Big changes are coming to Ghost Rider for his upcoming 50th anniversary, and one of the most notable is the fact that Johnny Blaze, the original Brimstone Avenger, will no longer be in control of his hellish transformations. Quote, "There's a lot I can't tell you actually, and that's central to the trouble Ghost Rider faces," end quote. Writer Benjamin Percy, who will pen Marvel's Comics' new Ghost Rider series releasing in February, told CBR, quote, "This first issue is an oversized 40 pages, and you'll know instantly that you're reading not just a horror book, but a mystery. Horror and mystery rely on you not knowing what's coming. So stay tuned and assume that nothing is as it seems. But here's a small tease. Johnny Blaze no longer has control over the spirit of vengeance, and when possessed, he has no memory of what's transpired. This will be contextualized but Ghost Rider is far more of a curse and terrifying presence because of it," end quote. Since his debut in Marvel Spotlight, Johnny Blaze has largely been in control of his actions when morphing into Ghost Rider. This has also been the case with the other avatars of the Marvel Universe, various spirits of vengeance, who have followed him, including Danny Ketch, the Ghost Rider of the 90s, and Robbie Reyes, the current Ghost Rider. Blaze, who would go on to take Mephisto's vacated throne and become the King of Hell in 2018's Damnation, Johnny Blaze will be missing at the start of Percy Ghost Rider #1, and his untimely departure may tie into his new inability to control his powers. Written by Percy and illustrated by Corey Smith, Ghost Rider #1 goes on sale in February from Marvel Comics.
I'm coming.
I know you are, and this means nothing to me because I haven't read any of it, which I will eventually in like 20 years. But
this might be a good hopping on point for you, honestly. Maybe
it might, but I'm going to ignore it because I have other things going on.
Let me guess, like reading Hellboy for the 80th time?
No, I've only read it 90 times. Tom Taylor on Twitter. Quote, "I'm excited to announce that I have signed an exclusive contract with DC Comics. I can't wait to share everything we have planned for the future. You'll see. Up, up, and away," end quote. So something Superman.
Well, he's already been working on Superman anyways, but like
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the one writing the so it's Philip K. Johnson is doing the like Clark Kent line, and then Tom Taylor is the one doing the the Jonathan Kent line. He's also doing,
and Jonathan's the Superman now, right?
Correct. He's Superman on Earth. Clark Superman is in space right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
That's cool.
He's
I like
doing that. He's doing the DC Vampires thingamajiggy, which is in main canon, which is weird. That's like a Red Hood book mostly. He's also doing Nightwing, which apparently is out of the world good, and a bunch of other stuff. So this is cool. I don't think he's written a Marvel book in a long time anyways, so probably not much is changing. From DCComics.com, as the writer on titles such as Robin, Deathstroke Inc., Infinite Frontier, Justice League Incarnate, and now Batman, it's clear that Joshua Williamson has an incredible passion for DC and its characters. Beginning in March, the fan favorite writer is bringing fans Shadow War, a 3-month crossover event where worlds of Batman, Robin, Damian Wayne, and Deathstroke collide in an event that will have major ramifications in the DC universe. The action begins on March 29th with Shadow War Alpha #1, written by Williamson with art by Victor Bogdanovich of Detective Comics. Slade Wilson commits an unthinkable act, and Talia al Ghul, the daughter of the demon, is out for blood. The League of Shadows is out to murder Deathstroke and destroy Deathstroke Incorporated, and it's up to Batman and Robin to track Slade down and bring him to justice. But do they? Eager fans will have 2 chances to get a glimpse into the events unfolding in Shadow War before Shadow War Alpha #1 arrives in comic book stores. On March 22nd, Robin #12, also written by Williamson and with art by Roger Cruz, features a changed Damian Wayne returning to Gotham after the end of the Lazarus tournament, only to have one more opponent to battle to the death, Damian Wayne. Issue #7 of Deathstroke Incorporated also arrives in stores on March 22nd, written by Williamson with art by Steven Segovia.
Segovia. Yeah,
that just sucks. Yeah. This issue spotlights a guest appearance by Slade's daughter, Rose Wilson, aka Ravager, in a father-daughter face-off. Ravager wants to know why Deathstroke has proclaimed himself king of the supervillains, and she's brought the mysterious character Respawn with her to find out. This is the issue where past secrets are exposed, resulting in a cliffhanger that leads directly into Shadow War. Honestly,
king of the supervillains.
That's what he's been up to, some shenanigans in the Deathstroke Inc. line, apparently. I'm actually really excited for this because we haven't had a proper Batman and Deathstroke like event, basically. I don't think ever. It's in, we had the stuff in freaking Arkham Origins, and like it's been mentioned, and we have it in like non-canon universes or whatever. But this actually sounds cool, and it also sounds like a cool start to Williamson's tenure on Batman, because this isn't some like Gotham being turned upside down type event. Like I've loved what Tynan's been doing, but the fact that it was like 3 back-to-back Gotham getting flipped upside down events is like, all right, it's cool. I think we're good. Chill out a little bit for a while. And then Williamson just started taking over the Batman line, I think this month. I think the first issue just came out. So tying it into all his other like Gotham adjacent titles is really cool. This sounds fun. I don't know. I don't know. Damian Wayne's getting like old. He's like 16 or 17 now. Like him standing next to Jonathan Kent is kind of scary. Like they're old.
Yeah, they're getting older.
I don't know. This actually sounds cool to me. It doesn't sound like it's overkill either. It's only like 6 issues.
I'm not interested as usual. So moving on. From Marvel.com on January 19th, Cindy Moon returns as the web-spinning spider hero Silk in an all-new all-star series. As Silk gains popularity in the public eye, Cindy is questioning her place in the world, but existentialism will have to wait when a powerful new villain is turned loose. In a race against the clock, Silk discovers the dangers of ancient Korean magic and social media. Don't miss the comics debut of stunning storyteller Emily Kim and the return of legendary comic artist Takeshi Miyazawa in Silk #1.
I like Silk. She's kind of cool.
I don't know anything about her, but she seems all right.
Dude, she's got kind of a cool costume.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I just don't really like where face coverings are only like the mouth part. I think it's dumb. I think it's just as dumb as like superheroes wearing hoods and their hoods never fall off.
That's fair.
Hoods are cool. Masks are cool, but the masks where the mouth are and the hoods don't work.
I think you really, really just don't like Red Hood wearing a hood. Is that you just have a vendetta against that?
No, I hate Red Hood wearing a hood, and I also hate him wearing only a face mask, but it's impractical and it doesn't make sense.
I guess.
And it makes me sad that it doesn't make sense.
That's fair. I don't know. Because
Robin looks amazing with a hood.
That is true. Particularly always. Tim, because Tim.
Yes.
Arkham
City and Knight.
Yes, Tim and Damian both look really good with a hood.
Yeah, Damian's all right.
Yeah, especially when it's like a little oversized and he looks a little bit like a little boy. It's kind of funny. It's cool stuff.
Cool stuff. I'm excited about
Ghost Rider.
Yes. No, you already know what I'm excited about. We'll just keep going.
Okay, Jeez. So Hawkeye episode 4.
I haven't actually watched it.
Have you watched the first 3 episodes?
Yeah, I watched the first 3.
Okay, so I will keep my episode 4 ramble to. I want to know what you're thinking on the first 3 because I
love the first 3.
Oh, thank God.
First 3,
thank God.
Like when you were saying in the group chat that this is what Marvel should have been doing, I'm like, you are so right. As I'm watching this, I'm like, everything's fantastic. Hawkeye. So this is how I wanted Hawkeye to be. I mean, he's already like this, but they don't show it like enough. It's like stupid Marvel campy humor in the movies where like how he is, but like when it's his own show or their show, him and Kate.
Yes.
It's fantastic. Like their banter is funny, and also when his hearing aid broke, like he's like, I can't hear you. You drive.
It's so funny.
Or I drive. You shoot.
They're doing dad humor, but it actually feels good. Because
they're doing dad humor, and it makes sense because he's not just ignoring her; he literally can't hear her.
Yeah, I think it was last week I was talking to Jacob about the fact that because they're basically like the MCU version of Hawkeye is extremely different from the comics, and I like.
Oh
it.
Yeah.
But like I really appreciate the fact that they've been able to nail. He actually feels like a dad, but it doesn't feel like it's just nothing but dad jokes left, right, and center. Like there's still a lot of depth going on there. It's just sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, this guy's like 45, isn't he?
Yeah, I do love what Marvel's doing with our shows, where they're showing like actual like the consequences of what's happened in the movies with our characters, like how they're dealing with coping with their trauma, and what's happened in the past. Like he's still like not okay with what happened in 2012. Yeah. He's still not okay, and he's just been keep moving forward. And also him and his wife's relationship is like the best I've ever seen in like superheroes, because she understands. She's not the one that's like, you better be home. She like literally understands. Like she understands entirely.
I don't remember if any of the seeds were planted outside of episode 4. I think she used to be an agent.
Oh, she has to understand, or she just loves him a lot.
I think it's part of that. There's also some stuff in episode 4 which I think is kind of hinting at that. But she's coming across with those vibes. Like she
definitely understands, because she was in Mystery Incorporated.
Yeah, I don't know. It just, oh my gosh.
You didn't understand that reference.
No, no. She was the best Velma. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I was really hoping that we weren't going to disagree on that. Episode 4 was flippin' great. I'm going to mildly spoil it. You'll be fine. But like, so we finally get to see Yelena, which was great.
Yeah, I figure, because I've seen stills of that.
Yeah. She's in her like classic comic outfit, which is basically just a jumpsuit with goggles, but whatever. It was right at the end. She has like very little dialogue, but there's a really good fight, particularly at the end of episode 4, between her and Echo and Hawkeye, and it's so good. Like it does definitely take place on a soundstage, you can tell, but like whatever. The choreography is really solid. The character work in an action scene is
Who's Echo?
That's the bad bitch.
That lady, that's her name is Echo. Okay,
correct. Yes. Oh, I
didn't know that.
So good. Anywho, big fan. Episode 4 was really good. Lots of really good character work with Kate and oh crap, her mom and the stepdad, whatever.
Her mom is, I can't stand her mom.
I think she's I think she's going to be the twist villain. I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's a turd. She's a complete turd.
Yeah, because the character of what's his name, the stepdad,
because like he's so confident.
Yeah, He's such a dweeb.
He's so confident that's ridiculous how confident he is about like her not finding out that she already knows. Probably
10 out of 10. She definitely is up to some shenanigans. And I think that because I didn't think of that for the first couple episodes, like the first like 2. I was like,
I thought that was the first episode.
Really? Like I thought she was a turd, but it just seemed like
her encounter with what's his face. Her encounter with the old guy.
That was a bit sussy, but I don't know. But episode 4 really nails it in. And I think that oh goodness, it just the character of the fact that I'm blanking on his name is horrible. But the stepdad, the fiance boy, in the comics, he's a character who has like history with Hawkeye and whatever, and they clearly don't have that. They've very much so changed up his character. Mm-hmm. But he went back and forth from being a villain and a hero and whatever. It's really complicated stuff. But I think he's going to end up teaming up with them at the end, and it's going to be so good.
So what I really like is that they are touching on the Ronin stuff because it was very much out of the blue. It was out of the blue and skimmed over in Endgame, which is fine. Yes. But it's cool because it's like, hey, here's a little bit of world building and here it is, and we're going to use it later because they usually do stuff like that. They say something and then they let it sit for a little bit. And so then now they've come back and they're not doing a prequel. They're doing here's repercussions of his actions of those years.
So good. And they actually they're not just reusing the same footage that we already saw either. They did record new stuff, which is really cool. I really appreciate that because it's in the run that this is very loosely based off of. It's just Hawkeye, whatever. But like this feels natural. It's like, oh, we really should follow up on the whole oopsie doopsie fucky wucky Hawkeye became a serial killer for like 5 years there. Oopsies. It feels like that should kind of get addressed. And it just feels right. And I'm really enjoying the direction that they've been taking it.
I do love this show.
It's so good, dude. Anyways, probably
should it makes me want to read Hawkeye comics.
Dude, do it. No balls.
I'm thinking about it.
Obviously, start with the Fraction and Asia run, obviously. But so I'll figure it out. Do you think that we're going to get a showdown with Kingpin by the end of it, or is it going to be a tease into the Echo show? Because she's getting her own spinoff, which is rumored to be the backdoor Daredevil reboot. Apparently,
I hope like backdoor, like they're going to he's going to show up in that show, and then he's going to get a season 4.
I don't know. I'm just going. What the rumors have basically been is like it's going to be
okay.
It's because it's her. In the comics, Echo was kind of she was raised by Kingpin, and she didn't know that she wasn't actually related because he killed her dad, but her dad was like, you should still raise my kid, and did a weird on my deathbed shit. And then that was a whole shenanigan. So it seems like they're kind of doing that, but like the families were already integrated with the Empire and whatever. So it seems like there could be it just feels like when this is over, there's definitely way more stuff to build off of with the tracksuits and however that ties into Kingpin.
I love the tracksuits.
They're so funny, and it's not too much, which is nice. So it doesn't feel like it's just absolute camp the whole time, which is really cool.
So okay, moving on. Yeah.
We only have 2 more episodes. Just freaking crazy.
That's weird. Anyway.
Have you been up to any shenanigans this week, good sir?
I have been death gripping Halo Infinite. Oh my word. I did start the campaign actually.
That's good. How far have you gotten?
I haven't gotten far. I just got to the open world, but I skipped, of course, campaigns from 4 and 5 and 3, and I haven't finished 2, but I've watched so many like recap videos that I'm like, I'll be fine. Eventually I will go back to the games, but yeah, you're about to say like this game is supposed to be kind of like you can just jump into it. Yeah.
How is that? How is that for you so far? Is it really discombobulating?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's
Sweet.
Fantastic.
That's nice.
Like I already understand how things are. I don't know all the niches of Halo because I didn't grow up with it in that capacity. I grew up with Reach and constantly playing Reach. That was me.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I know. I remember.
Yeah, it's so good. And everything looks so beautiful too when you play multiplayer and like
so
even
gorgeous.
just the regular campaign. The open world's so fun. Like, and the Marines hanging out.
The Marine AI is excellent.
Yeah, they actually like work well. Like one time I was walking around and then they just showed up.
Yeah. What difficulty are you playing campaign on?
Normal.
Yeah. How is that? I've not to sound like actually, but I did start on legendary because apparently judging by
and Wesley both. I know. You guys are dweebs.
I've been prepared for it because I've been playing all the flights and whatever and blah 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 blah. And also according to the general consensus by most of the like diehard Halo community, it's a little bit on the easy side, and the legendary difficulty seems to be like what it was based off of, and then they like worked downwards. Because when you play on legendary, and I can confirm this so far, I'm only a couple hours in, it's actually forcing me to use all the new shit instead of apparently on easier difficulties. You can kind of just play it like a classic Halo game and you don't have to worry about anything else. But like on legendary, like you have to use all the new equipment and you actually need that stuff, which is cool.
Yeah. Normal, I'm using the grapple obviously all the time, but I am using like the brute. It's like what's it called? I forget the Wrangler. The Wrangler, that's what it's called. I'm using the Wrangler quite a bit.
That's nice.
I like that weapon. That and the assault rifle.
Dude, the AR is great in this game.
Oh yeah, dude.
In
like
multiplayer and
I usually use that in multiplayer. Like that's my gun.
Like
you know what gun's the fucking worst?
Let me guess. The plasma
carbine.
Yeah, no, it's absolute garbage. Every single time
this weekly challenge. Listen to me for a minute. I just spent like 5 hours with Wesley trying to finish this weekly challenge, and I got 10 pulse carbine kills. 10. I know this. I count it. I paid attention and I saw it in the chat and it said I killed them, and I get out of the match. I didn't get a single one. I didn't get a single one, and all I needed was 3 to finish that weekly challenge.
Oof.
343 needs to fix that. I don't know what's going on. And I'm not just being like 343 needs to fix this, but that's literally what happened.
I know, dude.
That's
literally the progression system is so fucked. It's slowly improving, but it is inherently fucked. I did put something in the chat like a couple hours ago, which I just got news on in like a week. They're adding more playlists. Finally, it's not anywhere near what it should have launched with, but they're adding in Slayer, SWAT, Fiesta, and Free for All. Finally, like there's so many that are still missing, but like that's still something. You know, it's dumb and lame, and there's so many reasons why modern gaming blows, but at least they're taking the feedback on the chin and working with it. You know, that's making it a little bit easier to be less pissy about it. Stupid stuff like, hey, why can't I play custom games? Hey, why are there only 2 lobbies? Hey, why is Fiesta locked to an event? What the fuck? Mm-hmm. But no, dude, AR starts is so good because I love the BR. Obviously, it's the BR, but I get so tired of playing with the BR when I'm playing competitive with like other people. It just because no one wants to pick up anything else, because the BR is such a very, very good weapon in almost every single game, even in 5, but like all of them.
I have a better chance with ARs than BRs.
In Infinite, it's actually like this could go either way. Obviously the AR has way less range, but like it's actually good at close to mid range. Unlike in other games where it's just a turd, or in like 5 where the assault rifle is like a sniper for some reason. Or like the BR, it's just over, especially obviously in 2, the BR is just like no one changes to anything else once they have a BR. And I don't like that. It doesn't have variety. It makes sense if I want to play like competitive settings. If I want to do like the Halo Championship settings and we only get BRs and magnums, whatever, that's fine. But when if I want to
play... we don't have magnums right in this game. We have sidekicks. No,
and honestly, the sidekick kind of fucking slaps.
It's not that bad. At first, I was like, this sucks. Where's my Magnum? And then I was playing, like, it's not that bad. It's because how you use it is you use your assault rifle, you use all that ammo up. If you don't get that guy, because sometimes you can either use the assault rifle and you get that guy using the whole mag, or you finish off the mag and he's not done yet, but he's got like 2 more kills, you just use the side. You just go to your sidekick and boop,
Yeah.
boop.
I've honestly been, I think Jacob has been doing the same thing, actually primarying with the sidekick sometimes, and it's still viable. Like it's not.
Yeah, people have killed me immediately with just a sidekick.
Like it's a whole mag. I think it's what the mag's like 8 shots, and it's like 7 shots for a kill or whatever. But like the timing is nice. The zoom is just enough, and also just the fact that aim down sights actually works in this game, unlike in 5 where everything had aim down sights and it was like a tracking and accuracy boost. It's just a zoom feature. Unless it's a scoped weapon, it's just a zoom. It's so good. Because I'm like using the sidekick. I'm actually getting kills just because I want to. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's snappy. It looks way better than the original design that they had for it. And it works. And I think at some point they're planning on adding a magnum of some variety. But it's filling the idea of the role of what the Halo 2 Magnum was supposed to be, but the Halo 2 Magnum was dog shit. It was like 20 rounds for a kill. It was horrible. But like it feels like that. It feels more like that than it does than an actual like Magnum from the other games. The sidekick is so good. Oh, I was like, yeah, like this is where's my Magnum? I like my Magnum. I knew it wasn't going to launch with the Magnum. That was announced, but it was like, this is weird. And now I just switched to it because it's fucking dope.
So I am annoyed with so a lot of the armor stuff you can't earn. You have to buy some of it, like the new stuff.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I bought most of the ones that I've seen because I like a lot of the things.
I hate
my guy. My guy has the Anubis shoulder pads, Anubis knee guards. He's got the soldier thigh pack. He's got the new whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got this chest piece that's got magazines right here on the sides near his armpit, and then the 5 that are above his chest. And he comes with and I use the soldier's helmet and visor and the attachment, and I have the fiery helmet, fiery flame face because I'm level 98.
I hate you, dude. So you 10 out of 10 bought the premium pass, didn't you? There's no way that you grinded to the entire almost the end of the whole pass in this amount of time without buying something. There's no way.
I have.
You're lying.
XP boost, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know shit. You know how many of those I have? I have a bunch of them. I was collecting them before the game came out for a reason, which I do hate. I have a big bone to pick with how they use XP boost because they run during menus, and that's bullshit.
Yeah, I hate that. I accidentally used one by accident before going to work.
It's so annoying. It's an hour-long boost. Fine. You'll get it. It only turns into 3 or 4 matches when you include lobby time. It's so dumb.
Especially if your lobby
then just make it a 5.
Then
don't make it a timer. Make it a 5 match XP boost or whatever the fuck. But don't be it's an hour. It's you can't fit in that many games. That's not how the lobbies aren't fast enough for that. Especially because you have to keep re-entering the lobby after every game. Ugh. So many derpy things that drive me crazy. But
no, everything the only thing that's not legit obviously is because the armor, you can't earn it legit. You have to buy the armor.
Yeah. Did you at least get I'm assuming you got the battle pass just because.
Well, yeah, of course I got the battle
you just
pass.
got the base.
I can't use any of the earned armor stuff.
Well, yeah, it's 50-50. Yeah. So you just bought the $10 battle pass. You didn't get the the $25 whatever the hell.
No, because that gives you levels, right?
25, I think.
Yeah,
something like that. And it gives you a couple of XP grants or whatever the fuck.
No, I got XP boosts from the ones I earned and from some Cheez-It boxes and some rock stars.
Oh my gosh, they were doing Cheez-It boxes too? Jeez.
Yeah. Look, it's this one. It's white cheddar. Wow, white cheddar.
That's weird.
I have it right here.
Nice. I've just been drinking too much Rockstar lately, and I hate Rockstar, but it's
I've been getting I get only fruit punch, and I get XP boost out of that.
Oh, the fruit punch it's only on the full fat one. It's 280 calories for that can. It's so bad.
that one's my favorite.
It tastes good, but it's so bad.
I drank 2 in the same night last night or the other night.
You're dumb.
I couldn't sleep, not because partly because of that, but I just couldn't sleep. So I just played and did that. because you just keep grinding. You get like 50 XP if you don't have the boost on. So I just kept doing that. I kept doing that. Kept doing that. Kept doing that. And my brain went like insane for like half of it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think that's what tonight's going to turn into, because I have some editing I have to do and other stuff, and I gotta I need to go do more Christmas shopping real soon.
I have to do Christmas shopping too. I've only gotten stuff for like my for Abby and her older sister.
Nice.
And
yeah, I'm stupidly broke and I still have more stuff to do, so I gotta do that, and then I gotta unpack and hopefully do some wrapping, and we have that party tomorrow, so it's like all this stuff.
I forgot about that.
I knew you were gonna forget about the Yankee swap. I knew it. You're dumb.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a gift card.
Okay, cool. But the reason I engage with the Halo stuff is because I have actually read nothing this week. My list dried out last week, and I was really busy this week.
I've just been like, I've been actually really fucking deep and like depressed recently.
I can tell.
It's been really bad. So Halo has actually been holding me together, and so has the weapon.
The weapon.
Well, yeah. The funny thing is, you guys are like bonk. I'm like, no, it's literally not for horny purposes.
No,
it's just because she's so wholesome. Yeah, she's so nice.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, there's these brutes smell worse than the bandits smell worse than I thought. And she's like, you can smell. And she's like, yeah, through your receptors, and then I scan them. You smell fine, by the way.
I love the fact that it's kind of an inverted Chief and Cortana dynamic, because she knows nothing. Like the weapon's an idiot, because she's only made for her one purpose and she's not doing it. And so she's just like, wait, what's going on? Oh, maybe they're nice. It's like, shut up. You're dumb.
But she's just there to be fun and like hack into stuff. I love how he's like, oh, we need to hack into it. Oh, so you know how to do that? No, smash his stuff. I love that.
Such a Chief thing.
Know. I love this Chief. He's always had humor. I know that, but like it's more so now.
Yes. It's less. Yeah.
The man just got broken up with, and he's funny and wise now.
It's actually striking a good balance between classic Chief and like 4 Chief.
Yeah.
5 Chief was just dog shit. Obviously the performance was fine, but the writing was atrocious, and it fucked with all of it. So they're finding a good balance where it's like he's got some personality, he's got his one-liners again, but there's a little bit more meat.
Yeah, because he's always done a back and forth with Cortana. Him and her have always been sassy and like CE and 2.
Yeah, it's just it's out of cutscene now, which is cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Ugh.
Oh, I love the AIs in like the multiplayers.
Yes.
Who's your AI?
Oh crap, what's his name? I have the dumb quirky boy one. I don't remember his name.
Do you have Fret?
I think whatever the heck his name is.
I don't remember. The pyramid.
The one who's like, oh my gosh, do they delete like losing AIs? Like that one.
The pyramid. The pyramid.
He's so
I have funny. Fret too. I have
he's
him.
So funny.
Because I don't want Butler. He's too serious.
Yeah.
He's serious and generic. And then the circle girl is like too uppity. And then the oval chick is just like, she's funny, but and I don't like the superintendent. And so I got Fred.
What?
He's funny.
You don't like superintendent?
Well, also
I haven't unlocked superintendent yet, so
I don't care about him that much. He's just not that funny to me. Fred makes me feel like I'm already serious. Like outside of this, I'm like usually very serious, and it's hard to like stop myself.
Ooh,
I just always have been. So when I play the game, I get serious into it, and he's just like, I have nightmares about that gun. As I'm using a needler, I'm like, oh, love this man. This man is holding me together. And also, I have him in white.
Nice.
Ancient code.
Whoa. I think that's about all we got. So let's roll this outro, baby. So a massive thank you to our partners over at Jetpack Comics and Games in Rochester, New Hampshire. They are wonderful people. They got like the coolest store with the coolest shit. You got the comics, you got the
got all the cool boys.
You got the manga, you got the wall of comics, you got the other wall of comics.
So good, so tasty.
Yeah, exactly. Go show them some support in our name, obviously, for us. And a massive thank you to our patrons over on patreon.com/dimecomicbros, Wesley Eaton, Jeff Lawrence, and Business Casual. They are some of our simpy simps. They give us money. They keep the lights on. They keep us on our medications. So we're all nice and healthy and strong. Unlike Jacob, who is not here because he didn't take his drugs today.
You need, because he is prescribed Halo Infinite campaign right now.
True. So if you want to get some exclusive content, early access to episodes, some art done by Collin, stickers, all sorts of fun stuff, go over to patreon.com/dimecomicbros. Visit our website at dimecomicbros.com for some more information. If you're bored or whatever, go look at my web design. Follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. What the fuck are you doing?
This is a keyboard or key switch taker router.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So I had to clean some of my keys because they had coffee on them.
Oh goodness. So next week we will be discussing Avengers versus X-Men, the crossover event from Marvel Comics. So that'll be fun. Tune in for that.
And we'll never get back to Kraven the Last Hunt.
No, we won't. It'll never happen. But we will make it happen.
Well, no.
But it won't. It won't. It's a good.
But it will never happen.
It's such a good book too. Anyways, thank you for listening, for all the support. Like us on whatever service you're using. You know, give us a review. It does help. Feed all the algorithms. It's much appreciated. And we'll talk to you like next week or whatever. Yee. I see you are caffeining. Very nice.
Yes, so I have been caffeinated.
Yum. Eager fans will have 2 chances to get a glint. Oh my goodness. Let me know if you get mega depressed. Don't be dumb.
I'll let you know, and I will be dumb. Yeah, we'll talk to you next week, count all our buttholes.